The regional. Regulation I is here. First regional. Stuff has happened. We know all what happened with Lorenzo. I will talk about that as well. But let's start with talking about the teams. I think we are also having round 11 right now. Stream has started, but I think we are not at the point that they show the round 11 yet. But I will check. Yeah, they are not. I saw that. It was so good. Nice to hear that, Aris. But yeah, you were live there. Lol, that's so sick, Jade. How was the local? Did you use Carry D or Tona's EAC team? I did not. Maybe I did. I used James' team with Mian Shao, Insin Willa, Shifu, Clef, Shadow Rider. Also, just 1 hour ago, I had my VCL match. And for my VCL match, I used Adi's team with own EVs. You know, we saw that team on the stream as well. I will showcase it to you. So if you want to steal a team, now is the perfect moment. Adi used that Screens Maridon Ho-Oh team. He's currently in top cut. Aditya Supermanian, where is he? 3rd place, 9-1 locked. I EV'd this team just for you, chat. The local was awesome. We had a lot of fun. Nice. Yo, Karis, thank you for your prime. Here to see your opinion on day 2 teams. Great battles yesterday. High quality. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Zach vs Wolf would be the one back of the season. Why you think so? Also, which Zach? Well, some Zachs in day 2. And hi, Patimus, how you doing? So, I EV'd this team. Ho-Oh, Lefty's Ho-Oh is so sick. I really recommend running Lefty's Ho-Oh. It's so sick. A Regenerator, Lefty's Ho-Oh, Sleeper pick. Zachary Wheat. Okay, but why exactly him? Like, you could have named a ton of people, and you named Zachary Wheat out of all of them. But yeah, then we've got Electric Seep, Farigraph, Mixed Death. Pretty simple. Survives non-specs, Electro Drift, and stuff. 3 Glacial Lances with the Electric Seep. Pretty cool. Then we've got Maridon. Do you see this Maridon spread? Who needs powerful and fast Maridon? You might say, I'm running timid max Maridon. I'm not built like that. I'm not playing speed ties. I will tank all your moves. You want to use life orb, close combat. This is also not, I want to highlight, this is not Adi's paste. This is Adi's team, but my EVs. And hi, Ben Towercat, how you doing? And hi, Hannes as well. So, this Maridon survives. You might say, oh, I've got Life Orb Koridon. Close combat will 1-hit KO this Maridon. You know what? No. Just no. Life Orb Close Combat does not KO this Maridon. You might say, oh, I have Glacial Lance, Calyrex. No. Glacial Lance does not OKO this Maridon. But I have +2 Life Orb Shadow Rider. No. You do not 1-hit KO Maridon. And if you pair that with Screens, this Maridon ain't dying. This Maridon will just stand there and it's not going to die. So, good evening, High Tech. Good evening, Katakuri. How are you doing? This Maridon spread, phenomenal. +1. And we've got this Ursaluna. It was alright. I'm not sure if the speed stat is correct. It is very fast because I was like, we've got Tailwind on Ho-Oh. Surely you like, I made Iron Hands min speed, so we speed tie min speed Ursaluna and Kelly Ice and Trick Room. But I was like, I don't run slow Ursaluna as well, right? Because We've got Tailwind. Which Pokemon benefit from the Tailwind? Ho-Oh, Miraidon, and that's it? I don't know. Feels weird. Also, this Miraidon spread works better in Trick Room as well. And the interesting part is that it's parting shot Grimmsnarl as well, right? Yeah. Does this kill Zamazenta with Drift? Depends on the Zamazenta. I can show the calcs I just mentioned. Like, Koraidon with Life Orb Close Combat. You will not believe me. Like, you think I made that stuff up just now, right? You think I made it up. But, here. Close Combat. I'm not making stuff up just for fun, okay? I'm not making stuff up just for fun. And then you wanted to know the Zamazenta calc. Here, Electro Drift with 36 Modest. If they run Max Def, Max Speed, you have a very good chance to KO them. Exactly, Eric. That's my motto. But yeah, let's check the stream really quick. Okay. So, I already know, if they stream round 11, I'm not sure, like, they just started, they might not stream, they will just start with Top Cut, but if they stream one round, they will probably stream Michael Zhang versus Joshua Lawsey, like, two titans, of the SV meta game, and what the actual flip is this? What the actual flip is this? I knew that ESM, I will put my cam to the right for now. Wait a sec. Face cam. Boom. You need to know that I knew that Michael will run this. Like, he had this team for 3 weeks now. Since Regulation H got announced, he had this 6. And I've got no words on what to say. Like, Pex wide on comfy wake. Pex wide on comfy walking wake. And AV Koraidon, of course. Hi, Jeltas, how you doing? But yeah, we've got this. And something else that's insanely crazy. I was talking with my friends and said, listen, you know what the call is for Milwaukee? I can send, I will show you the logs after the tournament. I will put that on Twitter. I said, okay, you know what we need to run? We should run Life Orb Koraidon plus AV Bolt plus Protect Meteor Beam Lunala plus Incin. I did not run Amoonguss though. But I literally said Sash Fluttermane. I had Shadow Ball over Taunt. I had Sash Fluttermane, Life Orb Koraidon, Protect Lunala, AV Bolt, and Incin. It's like it's not something super crazy, but I said Protect on Lunala is broken. I think Protect Lunala is so sick. Okay, wait a second. Okay, yeah, thank you, Jade. Thank you. I still stand by the point that Protect Lunala is sick. Obviously, you have 4 move slot syndrome. You want to run Moongeist Beam, Moonblast, Meteor Beam, Expanding Force, Protect, Trick Room, Calm Mind. Like, you have a Tailwind. I don't know. Lunala has so many good tools. But I said from the start, let's run Protect Lunala. I had Protect Trick Room. My opinion is that White Gut is overrated. White Gut is so overrated. No, I had Terra Bug on Incin and Terra Fairy on both. I can show you the team. The team is on my phone though. It's not on the on my PC because I built the team when I was driving to a local. Anyways, what else do we have? Like Polchua with Ogerpon Wellspring, something you usually do not see that often, and Morning Sun Volcarona. I think Morning Sun is cap. You might say, wait, in the sun, you heal 75%. Okay, your Volcarona just dies to Overheat from Chiyu in the sun, dies to Flame Charge almost from Koraidon. Like, you don't get the opportunity to go for Morning Sun. I don't know, like, seems weird. Also, the Terra Steel choice seems questionable, but I'm a big fan of Supporter Volcarona. I like, and the rest is like pretty self-explanatory, right? Yeah, now Zama? Okay, Maut, you gotta explain this to me. What are you running on Zama? Don't tell me you're running Iron Defense. Iron Defense is not allowed in this chat. Yo, Lassie, how you doing? Daniel, you versus Alexander. Is that the stream match? What? What? They missed the opportunity. I mean, like, it also makes sense. We've got the last Regulation G champion, if you don't count Seville, but the last NA Regulation G champion against another Regulation F champion in Alex Underhill. So, 2 regional champs, why not? But yeah. Hi, Asuka. How you doing? But yeah, Luca Paz is undefeated, and this seems to be the flavor of the week. Instant Lunala Ursa Luna Miraidon. Why is everybody wanting this? Also, this Terra Electric Snarl Miraidon is pretty interesting with AV. But, like, this is also the tank team. I can open the tank team. Like, the tank team got leaked. Shiliang Tang, boom. Pretty much the same team, just Grimmsnarl and Whimsicott, you know. It's just the flavor of the week. And Ursaluna is pretty strong, but I'm still not high on it, you know. Let's check the other teams. I'm a little curious to see if how the Necrozma team did, because there was a Necrozma in day 2. Don't spoiler, no spoilers in the chat, please. I gotta mention that. What else do we have? Like Joe, obviously. What is Joe without Grimmsnarl? He just T-Raves his opponents and wins. Like, it's literally his Reg G team, but with Zama over Shifu, right? It's crazy. I saw Vijay's team, but I think AV Miraidon is pretty good. I also like Scarf Miraidon, but we will talk about Scarf Miraidon when we talk about a small different thing. But yeah, Zach Wheat running Iron Valiant. I think he might be one of very few Iron Valiants in day 2. He secured the top cut as well. Choice Scarf Miraidon. Choice Scarf Miraidon makes sense because you can run Modest Nature, I think. You can also run Timid if you want a speed type +1 Koraidon. Let's say Koraidon goes for a flame charge, you can speed type Koraidon. But I think you want to run Modest. With Modest, Scarf, and Terra Electric. Like, Modest Terra Electric is almost as strong as Specs, but you outspeed Shadow Rider, you outspeed Koraidon every time, you outspeed Zacian, and it makes a lot of sense to run Scarf Modest Koraidon. Stream match is starting. Oh, okay. So we've got Daniel Yu running a Zama Zenta Kelly Ice team. Not a duo I would have expected, but like the other 4 pieces, you see them both on Zama Zenta and Calyrex Ice usually. So you just have 2 restricted that already worked well with all the other 4 non-restricted, and then you just put in a non-restricted. But yeah, that's the team I was just talking about. The Paul Schur team, Alex Underhill running it as well. As I said, Morning Sun Volcarona with Terra Steel still seems weird, but the Ogapon Wellspring, I like Max Fist of Ogapon Wellspring in the current meta because it's just so strong. Max Fist of Ogapon Wellspring, for example, takes a close combat from Koraidon as well as a Flare Blitz, and if they go for Terra Fire Flare Blitz, they first have to use the Terra to OK Ogapon, and you can obviously also go Terra Water to survive it either way. Terra Dark on Farigiraf is an interesting choice because you are immune to Prankster Taunt nonetheless. So Terra Dark is more of a choice to, I don't know, resist Dark type moves, but you can just run Terra Fairy when, because Terra Fairy gives you additional boosts, like you're immune to Dragon, which is very good in a restricted format because there are a lot of dragons running around. No Regidrago, whoa. But let's start with the win and in. Okay, Miraidon, Kelly Ice, and Kelly Ice Urshifu. 4 restricteds on the field. Okay, let's be honest, Urshifu Rapid Strike is not as strong as in Regulation G, but let's start. So the Calyrex Ice is immediately threatened by a double up from Electro Drift Glacial Lance. So is the Urshifu Rapid Strike. Urshifu Rapid Strike as well being threatened by an Electro Drift or a Volt Switch. So we will probably see a U-turn into the Kelly Ice, or maybe coaching is crazy. Coaching is a little crazy. He's never melt ice. So he will always one-hit KO the Miraidon nonetheless. But the problem is if you go for coaching Glacial Lance, what if he just taps the Kelly Ice? I think Alex Underhill is also not very friend by the Urshifu, so I can imagine him going after the Kelly Ice. So we see the coaching, very risky play, because locking yourself into coaching can get you in a very terrible position if this Kelly Ice gets KO'd now. And we see the Draco into the Kelly Ice. Not a KO. Which Calyrex is faster? And does the Calyrex from Daniel survive the move now? Daniel's Calyrex is faster. Gets the knockout on the Miraidon. Gets a ton of damage on the Calyrex. But what did Alex Underhill click? Did he click High Horsepower to KO the Calyrex Ice? Or did he just click Glacial Lance? I think Glacial Lance is not enough to get the KO because he's only clear Amulet. He clicked Glacial Lance. Does he KO? I don't think so. And it is not a KO as I expected. Well, the problem now is that Alex Underhill can just go to something that's faster than the Calyrex. The Urshifu is locked into coaching, so it has to switch out pretty much. And then you can attack the Calyrex, go for a Glacial Lance, because what does Daniel switch into Glacial Lance? And there we have a Volcarona. And what happens now? Struggle Bug Glacial Lance? What does Daniel switch into? It's the Pelipper. And Pelipper is a good switch in here. But I don't think it's very smart to switch it in immediately, because you have to take a Glacial Lance now, and you really don't want to take a Glacial Lance, because Pelipper matches up very well into Kelly Ice Volcarona, and now you might just die to the double up. Okay, what did you guys write? So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, Mikes. That's what I'm thinking as well. I will just call you Mike. Anyways, Protect on Calyrex is probably just Struggle Bug Glacial Lance. It's a Fiery Dance, okay? He wanted to snag a boost, but that way, Pelipper survives guaranteed. And it's a Trick Room, okay? I would say Pelipper survives the double up now. So you can go for a Weather Ball into the Volcarona. Okay, or you switch into Lando and go for White Guard. Okay, I understand. So he says, okay, Alex, I have White Guard. You will High Horsepower my Calyrex. But I don't think I think Alex will just click Glacial Lance and Fiery Dance into the Calyrex. Actually, it's tricky. We also see that the Pelipper is not invested into HP. Okay, we just see White Guard. Okay, Terra Steel on the Volk, I assume, so that it doesn't die to Pelipper, yes. But now, Landorus with White Guard support looks really strong, because Calyrex Ice cannot touch it. Volcarona, no Struggle Bugs allowed. So we see White Guard, and that is a really good position for Daniel. And we see Glacial Lance. Very, very good position for Daniel. Because even if Alex goes for Fiery Dance into Kelly Ice now, the Lando, he just can click Sansear Storm, White Guard. There's nothing Alex can do to prevent that. So we see the Glacial Lance doing a ton of damage. And we see just Fiery Dance into Pelipper. But that ain't going to help, because okay, that's a special attack boost, but Daniel will just click White Guard again. It's his best play, because if he wins Glacial Lance, he might lose the game. So you just click White Guard again. No. Just click White Guard. Even if Alex decides to go for High Horsepower into Calyrex, you have a Lando Eye. You can also go for White Guard, Lando Eye switch. But this is terrible. If Alex just decides to go for Glacial Lance now and KOs with Pelipper, the game ends. Daniel, you will lose the game. Why does he do that? I'm already upset. And oh my god. He's just better than all of us. But it was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. Oh, Wim, how you doing? Did you just finish your game? You're in top cut, right? Did you finish 10-1 or 9-2? But how you doing? Greetings to you. And yeah, looks like Daniel won. Yes, 10-1. Nice. Congrats, good job. Good luck for cut, obviously. You've got the bye as well, I assume. So, you've got a little bit of time to relax. So, that's cool. But yeah, this is just a Glacial Lance. And that's game GG. Daniel wins game 1. My boy Alex, you gotta fight for that set, but I hope you can win that. Got the Wolf 1 back. Did you just play against Wolf? That's sick. Nice. Now you just have to beat him again in Top Cut. Yo, Guru, how you doing? Yeah, like, I would say, this channel might be a little toxic. Also, I should move my cam to the left. Why did nobody say anything? This channel might be a little toxic, but you can learn a lot. And I also mean no harm to all the players. I see, Jade. I thought... Now, he said in the finals, Jade, he said we could have the one back of the season if Wim plays against Wolf in the finals. Oh my god, Robin. Yeah, we will talk about that. Like, we are in the middle of the set. Obviously, we have to focus on the set for now. So, interestingly enough, Daniel did not bring Zama. You need to know he did not bring Zama against a Kelly Ice Miraidon team. To restrict it that Zama has a positive matchup against. I mean, there's a Volcarona, but other than Volcarona, what really threatens the Zamazenta? So, very interesting choice in general. I mean, Lando and Pelly, both amazing. Maybe you bench the Lando and you bring Zama instead, because if the Volcarona goes Terra Steel, you can just body press them, or maybe you are too scared of the Volcarona and that's why you keep Zama behind. But I would always bring Zama into this. I didn't say finals. Oh, my bad, man. My bad. How can you learn without toxicity? Good question. Anyone know if Poke aim a top cut? He did aim cut? Why do they not show aim on stream? What? Wait, did aim really cut? Okay, and we also no spoilers, please. But yeah, we are back to game 2 and it's the same leads. And why would you go for coaching? Just U-turn that Kelly Ice. Just U-turn the Kelly Ice. U-turn Glacial Lands, please. Or you searching strikes with Miraidon so that you can... This is a good play. I agree, because actually that is pretty decent. I think this play is not bad. Because if Alex targets the Kelly Ice, next turn you have coaching Glacial Lands again. And if he targets the Urshifu, Urshifu dies. You get a fresh Pokemon on that slot. I think coaching Protect seems fine. Yeah. And now it's only a Volt Switch, guys. It's only a Volt Switch. Trick Room? No. And now you can just go for coaching Glacial Lands again. Or... I think you go for coaching Glacial Lands again. I was also thinking you can switch Urshifu and go for Glacial Lands. So both are reasonable. And he just decides to go for coaching Glacial Lands. Okay, he brought the same Pokemon in the back. Yeah, you don't have the greatest switch in, to be fair, because you didn't bring the Zama again. But now, whatever switches into the Miraidon slot dies. Plus 2 Never Melt Ice Glacial Lands. I do not want to take that. So there's the second coaching. And the Volt Switch. Volt Switch into what, though? It has to be Volcarona. This was a lot of damage, by the way. The Draco did like 80% and this did like 60, which is weird. But yeah, it's the Volcarona. Does the Volcarona die? Plus 1 did like 75%. So plus 2 should do around 100. Does it do 100? Never mind, the last Glacial Lands was also plus 2. I am yapping. But now you can switch into Pelly. And I think Fiery Dance does not KO the Kelly Ice. So you can go for another Glacial Lands now. Yeah. Well, the problem is... I understand the Protect. And I think the Protect is very reasonable. Because... if you just attack with Glacial Lance, yes, you KO the Volcarona, but then Miraidon comes in and you are in big trouble. And you want to time the KO very well. You want to click Weather Ball into Ice Rider plus Glacial Lance. So there's the Protect. We will probably see Fiery Dance Glacial Lance. Yep. How much does the Pelipper take? Does the Pelipper get into Volcarona range? No, this should not be Volcarona range, but the problem is Alex can just click Protect now with the Calyrex. Protect Fiery Dance is very reasonable. White Guard Trick Room would be a very strong play, but then you die to high horsepower in the next turn. White Guard Glacial Lance makes sense because you want to keep your Pelipper alive. No, Connor! No, Whipperoni. So how much does the Fiery Dance do? Oh my god, that was closer than I anticipated. I thought it is surely going to survive, but 3 HP is way, way closer than I expected. And the Kelly Ice probably goes for either Trick Room or Glacial Lance. If you switch into Miraidon, the problem is that the Pelipper can just keep clicking White Guard. Like, nothing stops Daniel to click White Guard Glacial Lance, because if Miraidon targets the Pelipper... Okay, that's why we see Ogerpon instead. What's the Terra on the Landorus Eye? Because if it's Terra Poison, Daniel has a guaranteed win by clicking Hurricane Glacial Lance just like he did. But he has its water, okay? Then, if Alex decides to click Ivy Catcher into Kelly Ice and Glacial Lance again, Alex will win by just spamming Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam afterwards. Okay, we see a switch out. So he 100% goes after the Kelly Ice. 100%. Yeah. How much is this Hurricane going to do? I think it doesn't one-hit KO. But Daniel can now... Wait, first let's take a look. Hurricane. He can go to Urshifu now. And the electric terrain is gone as well. Lando has a lot of HP, but I don't think it survives the Draco even without terrain. But you can go to Urshifu and you can just click Close Combat, Protect. Actually, Alex did not see the Lando at all. He has to expect that it's Zama. So there's no way he will click Dazzling Gleam, and that's why U-turn Weather Ball is the better play, because Alex is not going to click Dazzling Gleam here. Instead, he will probably click Volt Switch, and that's why we see the U-turn, and if he Volt Switches with Urshifu slot, the game is locked and over. Morda, we will take a look at that right after this game, because this seems locked. Yeah, Drovin, same. I think Pelipper is so terrible, and every time I see it on screen, I'm like, why does this thing do so much? But yeah, we see the Volt Switch on the Pelipper instead. Yeah, Alex wins, never mind. Yeah, it's over. As long as he connects the Draco. He can also go for Follow Me Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam. And then he also wins. Because Sludge Bomb does not one-hit KO Miraidon. So there are two plays. You either Draco the Lando, and then you see if the Urshifu clicks Searching Strikes, you do not Terror the Miraidon. And if he clicks Close Combat, you do Terror the Miraidon. With Dazzling Gleam, you lock... also, Earth Power makes no sense. Sensia Storm would be stronger. Why did he even have a Earth Power? It's either Sludge Bomb or Sensia Storm. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. Yes, Droven, that's him. Okay, we see the Terra Fairy. It is a good set, I agree. But now we will see Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam, and Daniel has to hope for a critical hit on the Sludge Bomb. And that's why I asked, is he Terra Poison? Because if he was Terra Poison, he would have had a good chance to win this now. But now, since he is not Terra Poison, it's probably over unless he gets a critical hit. Yeah, it's weird, Morda. I don't know why. Like, I understand why he's hiding the name, but I don't know why it's hiding the team. Well, Connor, I just said that Sludge Bomb is never enough. What if his Sludge Bomb KOs now? Okay, never mind. Good read by Daniel. Nice attempt, but that is just game. And yeah, you on... RK9. You can see it on either RK9. You can also see it on Top Cut Explorer. Pretty sure. Let me check. Dude, I broke all my fingers. Yeah, here. Iron Bundle, Iron Treads, Iron Hands. We need the iron, guys. Poison Proc would have won. Sometimes I don't know if you're joking or not. But yeah, for those, like, I want to clear up the misunderstanding. Maybe the chat doesn't know that Landorus cannot get a poison with Sheer Force. You probably know that, but like not everyone knows that. So just wanted to make sure. But yeah, did he cut? Let's check. Luca Paz went undefeated. Adi 10-1. Adi, my goat! Yes, Joel cut. Poker, aim, and cut! Guys, we researched it. How funny would it be if AIM wins this tournament and plays Worlds? I would shoot myself. In-game. In-game, I would shoot myself. Hi, Poker Chess. Anyways, wait, did the game start? No, it's still replay. Who else do we have in cut? Carson cut again. Carson is also on a streak this week. William Brown. Dude, William Brown is also... I will show it to you. William Brown is, I think, like 7th on the leaderboard. He top cuts every event, but never gets streamed. I want to know who he is. Like here, William Brown, 7th place, 1300 CP, never was on stream before. Who else do we have? We've got Giovanni again, Polar Bear, Karl Kopczynski with... This is the team I played against Japan! This is the team I played against Japan! Ares? Okay, Ares. I will go for you on YouTube. He has like 100,000 Twitter followers and like 400. You need to know he makes showdown content. And he has 450,000 subscribers with showdown content, and he's just incredibly funny. He is so funny. The battles begin. Yeah, he's like so funny, and yeah. Anyways, well, I think the game. Yeah, okay. Win and in time. We see Lando as a switch up. maybe to force the Miraidon to play a mind game, because both Pokemon have Protect, and the Miraidon really doesn't want to hit into the Protect. But we saw that Kelly Ice survives the move, so maybe it's just Glacial. I would have just clicked Glacial Lance Earth Power into Kelly Ice, because even if Alex decides to click Draco into the Landorus, even if that happens, you have a full life Calyrex Ice then, and you saw how much value the Kelly Ice had. Yes, Slaney, it was a long time ago. You were probably not born back then when I started. Yeah, we will talk about that as well, Maud. Don't worry. We will talk about it, but we are in the middle of a game. I cannot talk about it now. This is Terra Fairy Dancing Gleam, maybe. It is Terra Fairy, so the Miraidon is surely going to survive. And the problem for Daniel is that Gleam, Glacial Lance Gleam probably KOs the Kelly Ice. And there's no way to stop the second Gleam. And yeah, we see Draco into Kelly Ice instead. And that is frustrating for Daniel. And that's why I would have just attacked with Lando, honestly. But it's not the end of the world. Because if Kelly Ice gets knocked out now, the Miraidon's -2, Landorus survives the move. And you have Sensier Storm to pick up the Miraidon and get a lot of damage on the other slot. He definitely brought Zamazenta this time, right, guys? If he didn't bring Zamazenta... Please? Zamazenta. This is probably Sensier Storm Weather Ball into Kelly Ice, but the problem is Alex will just toss his Miraidon and then he has Ogre-Pump Wellspring in the rain. And this Ogre-Pump Wellspring is scary. He wants to... Okay, he clicks White Guard Earth Power because he wants to trap the Miraidon on the field. He doesn't want to take the KO, which I understand. But 2 Draco Meteors will just knock out either Pelipper or Landorus at this point. Yeah, Protect. That was so obvious. As I said, Alex will just toss his Miraidon. He needed to click Protect, Protect instead of White Guard. And now the game is over. Why did he not bring Zama? Yeah, Draco, how much does it do? Yeah, the next Draco is going to KO. It's just game. Nice. Average and A player. Oh! But Shilling is a homie. Yo, Redfog, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I will talk about it in a little bit, but oh yeah, actually, he probably doesn't know that he can bring both restricted. That's possible. Like Zamazenta is so insane in this matchup. Okay, Glacial Lance. Nah, it's just over. Okay, you have to switch. No. Don't click Rubber Ball. You have to switch to Urshifu, and your only play is switch to Urshifu and double protect with Lando. That's your only way out. You're in a very phenomenal spot afterwards because you can just KO. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, I'm going to whip my eyes out. I thought he made the adjustment with Lando Kelly Ice Lead with Zama Pelly in the back, but he still brought the Shifu. Ah. Did you see what the Volk did in both the Game 1 and Game 2, Connor? Nice, Red Fog. Okay, we see White Guard. Draco, 60%? My head calcs are on point. Obviously, I know my plus, my -4 specs Miraidon calcs into Scarf Urshifu. Now, Alex will just Draco again and protect with Calyrex. Like, this Ogapon Wellspring just wins anyway. So... Jeez. My disappointment is... Okay. Maybe if you KO with close combat, the Ogapon Wellspring is... Yeah. I understand the thought process. And maybe Alex fumbles and switches Miraidon into Ogapon now. If he switches Miraidon into Ogapon, I will quit Pokemon. If he switches Miraidon, it's going to be into the Volcarona. This is insane. Like, you need to know, there were like 5 plays. There were 5 plays that Alex can do that always win him the game. There were 5 plays. He cannot lose it. Wait. Why is Daniel thinking about switching? Just take the double KO now with close combat Weather Ball. You have to. There's no way Daniel wins this after... There's no fucking way. Well, you can CC the Calyrex, Mike. You can CC the Calyrex and Weather Ball the other slot. Why? He CC'd the Cali Ice. Oh my god. He Hurricane CC'd, right? Yeah, it's over. Alex won. I can't believe that. Daniel won. He CC'd that. Oh my god. He's playing like a bot. Please call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. Both of them are trolling. Ah. Okay. Well, now it's just game because yeah, there's the Miraidon. Actually, so Dazzling Gleam can get blocked by Wild Guard. Draco can get blocked by a miss. Oh wait, the rain ended, right? Okay. That was a crit. Is it? There's always the chance for a Draco miss. Okay, if he clicks Draco now, he's terrible. You just go... Okay, just click Rage Powder switch into... Rage Powder switch. Rage Powder switch. Rage Powder, switch. If you click Draco Alex, I swear to God. Rage Powder, switch, and then you just click Gleam. 100% win. If Urshifu attacks, it dies to Rocky Helmet. If it doesn't attack, it's locked into coaching. Just switch and don't risk with Draco. Okay. Heart attack avoided. I mean, it doesn't matter. Quit! Now, I mean, he had a guaranteed win beforehand. Then he tossed it, and if this Ogapon switch to Volcarona, you remember? We had this situation. The only thing Alex had to do was not click protect with Calyrex, but he protected with Calyrex. And that created this situation, right? Where we had this board, and if Daniel called out the Volcarona switch and goes for close combat into Calyrex and Weather Ball into Ogapon, he has a 100% win because he gets a double knockout when we see Ogapon Miraidon on the board. And then against Ogapon Miraidon, he just clicks close combat, KOs with Ogapon, protects with Pelipper. Because if the Miraidon clicks Gleam, next turn you have like White Guard, Sludge Bomb. If it clicks Draco, you have 2 Pokemon on the field. If it clicks Electro Drift, you have Landorus. So, yeah. It's crazy that Alex played himself into such a terrible position, and Daniel decided to Daniel probably thought, okay, he's staying with both. Then you get both knockouts, and it was it would have been a better play for Alex to stay with both, because if he stays with both, Ogapon and Calyrex die. But then he has Volcarona Miraidon. And with Volcarona Miraidon, what he can do is click Draco, and you can just Fiery Dance with Pelipper because you don't die to close combat. So the Urshifu has to switch, and then you can Rage Powder with Searching Strikes away. And then Urshifu also dies to Rocky Helmet. So because Rain ends and 3 Rocky Helmets would have been enough, it's just terrible. Anyways, who else made Top Cut? Wiley made Top Cut, and do you see this? Do you see this? I will move my cam to the right again. Do you see this? This is not Wily Factura, right? This is some kind of imposter. Like, this cannot be Wily. Wily running Draco Meteor is just not possible. Like, it's just... Also, what is Expert Belt Terrapagos supposed to be? Yeah, I know, Torcat. Hi, Rice, how you doing? Like, what is that supposed to be? I know, it's supposed to be trolling. Anyways, yeah, Kishke, like, we all know that team. Boring. Good night. When we talked about the Joe team already, Kyle and Brown. Okay, we cook. No, we don't really cook. It's just Iron Hands, Kelly Ice instead of... Like, it's a different Trick Room setup. It's Kelly Ice instead of Lunala. And it's Iron Hands instead of Ursaluna. Like, 50 base B Pokemon again. Actually, true Tower Cat. He also ran Expert Belt Iron Crown. Secret Key? I've got your back. Watch out for my videos. So, Michael Cut. We've got White-On in Top Cut. White-On Toxapex Comfy. Woo! Dude, this Top Cut is going to be insane. Like, we've got so many storylines. This team winning a regional. Wolf winning the 92nd regional. Joey Poker Aim winning a regional. Like, this is going to be such a phenomenal Top Cut, and I'm really looking forward to what we are going to see. Do you think I should play Koala? No. After I played Koala at the friendly and the local, do not do that. When we've got Andrew Ding, like, it's just the tank team. Like, it's the flavor of the week. That's what I call it. We've got Javins with Wheezing Galar and Ability Shield Koraidon. Why does every team look the same? He says that while watching at Wheezing Galar, I know. We talked about the Wolf team. Nick Borky was on stream in round 8. It's also nothing too special. It's Miraidon Kelly Ice again with screens. Wow. It's Focus Energy Ogre Pump. That's cool, I guess. What's wrong with Koala? Not a big fan. Yeah, Koala mirrors are not fun. And Koala matches up badly into Miraidon stuff. Into well-played Miraidon, especially Miraidon Grimmsnarl, is pretty doomed for Koala. We've got Joel in cut. We've got Davai. That is a cool team. We've got Core Mind Miraidon. With like not Oranguru, Tinkerton, and friends. Instead, with Cover Cloak Miraidon, screens, double fake out. Lefties ho oh, lefties ho oh, lefties ho oh. Big fan of lefties ho oh. And Sinistra. Yeah, like against the Miraidon Lunala team, yes. But I was more talking about Miraidon with either Treads. Miraidon Treads is god annoying. And Miraidon Zama is also very annoying. Miraidon Ditto is very annoying. And yeah, Miraidon in general. Well, you need to know Tower Cat. It's not that terrible because, with that said, your electric terrain is going to run out eventually. And then you get aggressive terrain recovery, which is pretty cool. I played Lefty's Ho-Oh today. For those who weren't watching, I will show you the paste. I really recommend Lefty's Ho-Oh. Zero Summer CSR cut. The story repeats itself. Do not think what seems to be good is what seems to be good is good, but what seems to be good is not tournament winning. Trust me. Anyways, what else do we have in cut? We've got Jonathan Quinones. Wait, are all matches played? No, table's still playing 5. We've got Jonathan Quinones. Man, okay. For all my Terrapagos lovers, this team is so bad. This team is so bad. I mean, yes, you've got double fake out, double redirection. You've got a Carrack Shadow, which replaces Screamtail, I guess. But, like, a knockoff Ogapon is actually decent. But, come on. Okay, Slaney, enjoy your dinner. Terrapagoon. Damn. But... yeah, I'm like, this kind of Pagos team is, it's too passive. Like, I think you need some kind of immediate damage, and you have that with either Koraidon or Miraidon or like something. What's your immediate damage? Is your immediate damage your Mono Astral Barrage from your Sash Shadow Rider? Is your immediate damage your Flare Blitz Incineroar? Like, you need some kind of breaker, I feel like. Or... if you look at the Rake G team with like Heatran and Screamtail and everything, I think it wants to go into that direction, but I feel like in Rake G, like, you have so much power that Terrapagos cannot, like, it's not Terrapagos. Like, the problem in the team is not Terrapagos, don't get me wrong, but like, the team structure is not good in Rake I think. I did not know that, Mike. And I hope you will change soon again. Actually, you're right. There's no Kyogre in cut. Andrew Zhang with a very similar team. We've got Urshifu instead of Cornerstone. and Fluttermane. Like, Fluttermane and Urshifu are better than... Like, this at least applies a little more pressure. And we've got Psychic on the Kelly Shadow and not Disable. I think, like, this Terrapagos team is a little better, I feel like. Oh, Colin is still playing. Okay, there's still some players playing. We saw that Daniel lost against Alex Underhill, so yeah. But I think it's time to talk about what has happened to me and also what has happened during round 4 on this stream, right? So at least I will go over my stuff quickly because I was literally gone for 2 weeks. No activity on my Discord, no YouTube activity, no Twitch activity. The reason for that is like, all I can say is when you have people close to you that are very, very, very sick, you should take care of them. I will not talk more about it, but like, it always has priority. I know I could have said something, but I do this as a side thing, you know, and I could have informed everyone, but I didn't know how long everything would take, and also I neglected uni a lot because of my working semester, which I stopped. Some of you might know that as well. So I just had to fix life a little, and I could have at least said something, but I thought, okay, it will only last 2 days. There's no need to say something, and then, yeah. We are back now, and everything is more or less all right. It's like I can talk and I can be here. Yeah, thank you guys, thank you. But yeah, I don't want to go further into this because it's not the correct place. Also, I think, okay, everything, yeah, we are wrapped up. Everything is finished. So who else made it into cut? Like, the only match missing here. Okay, there are actually 3 matches missing, but I think none of them are relevant. Like, the Alex Underhill one is missing. Actually, no, Nick Rubing against Dash is still ongoing. Never mind. But yeah, you wanted to see some crazy teams. I will not go over every day 2 team, but this made top 64, guys. People said Hard Trick Room is unviable. Wolf is in cut, yes. Hard Trick Room is unviable. They proved us all wrong with Necrozma, Dawn, Wings, Ice Rider. And you really wanted me to say something about the team from Vijay. Okay, he went 0-3 today, I think. Did he? No, he went 1-2. I think he finished 6-2. What the frick? Why is there a naked Zacian? Why is there a gouging fire with no howl? Why does this team just get intimidated and doesn't do anything anymore? Why does this team have no fake out immunities but still specs Pagos? Why is there a Crunch Dragon Claw gouging fire on my screen? Why is there a Power Gem Cresselia? Is this Cresselia supposed to 1v1 Volcarona? I think Cresselia with Power Gem even loses against Strugglebug, Morning Sun, Volcarona. Why is there a Zoa Kisui with no Terra Blast or like no... What? True, you can only disguise Zoroark as Ogapon and Cresselia. That's crazy. You cannot disguise Zoroark as Zacian, at least in the lead, because of Intrepid Sword. You cannot do it with Terrapagos because of Terra Shift. And you cannot do it with Gouging Fire because of the booster energy. I guess, Torcat. I guess. But like, you want Zoak to be something that you hit with fighting and ghost type moves and like Cresselia, I guess. I will take this off my screen. I cannot look at this anymore. Wait, someone dropped with 7-3? Okay. But yeah, for those who don't know what happened yesterday and what I meant with my tweet, let me check first of all about the stream. Okay, talk cut up next. Okay, so I will not go into details, but there's something that has happened that has never happened before. So Lorenzo Arce, okay, I don't know how to pronounce his surname, but he played the regional. And he was on stream in round 4. And he is just... I would say it's a little weird, but it's not something too crazy. You need to know, he was round 4 on stream. And he played like... Imagine I would play like this, and I would commentate like this. And the game, like you are literally the game. And I'm not looking at my game. Instead, I'm looking at the crowd, or I'm looking into the distance, okay? Instead of looking at my game. Well, he was not purely looking at the distance. Sometimes he was looking at the game, but most of the time he was not looking at the game at all. He was just looking wherever, which is fine because usually, like, you don't have to be forced to look at your game like this. You can, I think, look wherever you want. Obviously, you should not play like this. Like, this is also weird. I think it's not forbidden. It's just weird, okay? And he won on stream. And not just that. He won in round 5 and he won in round 6. He was 6-0. He had no, he didn't win round 6. He won round 5. He was 5-0. He had 3 chances to get into day 2. He was 5-0. And suddenly, judges pull him over and they disqualify him. I do not, like, there has to be something out of, like, it cannot be just looking not at the screen, because everybody is saying, okay, it got ruled as he was looking at the crowd and somebody was giving him signals on what to click, but that doesn't make any sense. I think, like, obviously, if someone is in the crowd, obviously giving signals, okay, but how is the person in the crowd supposed to know what Shiliang is clicking? Like, that is not possible, because you saw the stream set. For those who have been at regionals and were watching a stream match once, it's not possible to look at the players' screens. It's literally not possible, and he still got disqualified, and that's not it. He didn't even just get disqualified. His round 4 and round 5 opponents both got a win afterwards. After they lost, like, they already started with round 6, and Shiliang still got the win. He lost on stream. Shiliang lost on stream against Lorenzo, but still got the win afterwards, like 2 rounds after. And the round 1 to round 3 opponents still counted as a loss. And it's so weird. It's just straight up weird. I like, there has to be something that we do not know of. Like, Nicholas Borgi, okay? Nicholas Borgi made a tweet about it, and I will not show the tweet because it's a private tweet, but he basically just said, okay, judges pulled me over before my round started and said, don't ask, like, it is so weird how they didn't threaten him, but they literally said to him, okay, don't ask any questions. We will not answer any questions. Do not ask him any questions. Just take the win and go. Like, what? They literally said, do not ask any questions. We will not answer any questions. And you are not allowed to ask anybody else for any questions. So there has to be something that happened that's outside of, like, I think this whole looking away during the stream game is not the reason why he got disqualified. I obviously don't know, and I don't want to spread rumors, okay? I don't want to spread any rumors, but that's all I can say. It is incredibly weird. The ruling doesn't make any sense, but if you don't know what happened, you should not get involved, obviously, but that's all I can say. Like, they cannot just disqualify him. Let's say, okay, I am at the... I play against Marco Fierro. And I am about to lose. And then, let's say, I have a bigger brother. And then, let's say, okay, big bro, tell the judges that Marco is a cheater. And then, can he just go there with no real evidence? And then say, okay, look at the stream. He is obviously cheating. And then they say, oh yes, he is looking that way multiple times. You are right. We will disqualify him and all his opponents from the stream onward will get a win. Sounds good. No. This sounds too absurd. This sounds not real. So, my assumption is that there's something else that has happened. We all don't know of. That's all I can think of. Because if there is nothing else, it's just unfair. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I think we all agree on that. But, yeah. Closing this out that way. Yeah, also, like, the stream was in, like, if it was out of Shilyang's point of view, obviously someone could give like any signals, I don't know, but it was from Lorenzo's point of view, so it was literally impossible. But yeah. Hi, Scorman. Yeah, I was just briefly talking about it. Well, Maut, it is clear why he got, Edu will get unbanned after Worlds. He will be banned for this season because at a Nintendo event, he punched the world champ in the face. The world champ, the Italian world champ, Awash Omati. He punched him after Awash did two things. Awash approached his wife. And not just approaching, like, it was disgusting. And he insulted Wolf for having sweaty hands. Like, Wolf has not Wolf, Edu. Edu has sweaty hands, and he said, dude, you are sweating so much. That's disgusting. And, like, he got emotional and punched him. That's all there is. Yeah, I know, Tower Cat, but it still doesn't make sense. Because we had similar stuff before. Like, not stuff that you can compare with this, but when someone got disqualified and then they didn't just count the games after. Well, Wobby... But how... Okay. How is that supposed to work? And let's say... Okay. Look. Let's say I'm a hater. I'm a Wolf Glick hater. Wolf Glick is not looking at the crowd. But let's say Wolf Glick was a player who looks at the crowd sometimes. And every time he looks at the crowd, I do like something. I do this. I don't know. And then I can get wolf banned or what? Like, this is not how that is supposed to work. Or is he back? He told me that he will be back after Worlds. But that's cool. I think Edu is a cool guy. I know what Edu did in the past, and I obviously do not agree with what he did. But after like meeting him, he is overall a cool guy. Also, wait, why is there a tie? There was a tie? I did not realize this. It's funny because the person above Lorenzo had the tie, but there was a tie in round 2? It's Duskmane. Hi, Narons. Dash made cut. Yeah, okay. So top cut is starting now. So we talked about everything. So let's take a look at cut. So the top 7 players got a bye, which are Luca Paz, Ari, Zach, Wiley, Carl, Paul, and Joe. And the other 18 players, it should be, 9 tables, 18 players are playing for the remaining for the remaining 9 spots in the top 16. Imagine we get imagine Wolf against AIM. Wolf against AIM. It's Wolf against Evans. No, who's AIM up against? 21st, so he's playing against. Let's do this. Wait. Okay, 9 pairings. Alrighty, let's take a look. And okay, who is going to be your favorite in every matchup? Let's take a look. But yeah, Dash's team, just a quick note. It's a very standard team, but with a cool tag, Leech, Sea, Kelly Ice. Thwart set, but here we are. I mean, if you coach your cataracts and then you also go for Leech Seeds, and you have screens, he ain't going to die. You also got Struggle Bug, so you can boost your defenses, you can lower the damage output with screens, and you can lower it even further with Struggle Bug. Neronx, the reason is that Guts is very good because with Facade you can one-shot stuff like Rillaboom, and Ursaluna just has Earthquake as well, which is really good. Spread move like Hyper Voice is usually better, but Earthquake hits a lot of stuff for super effective damage like Zamazenta, Miraidon, Terrafire, Koraidon, and yeah. Okay, so let's take a look. So let's guess which will be the stream set. This is possible because Wolf was not shown yet, and Wolf has the Wolf bonus, but James was on stream yesterday. I don't think it's going to be this match because Geo was on stream. I think this is also not going to be it. Luis Milich against AIM, maybe. They have to put William on stream sometime. I think it's very possible that it's this because Carson is like, he is the 4th best player, and Michael is running wide on Toxapex. Everybody wants to see wide on Toxapex on stream. We just had Alex on stream, Dash against Kalen, okay, and Andrew Ding against Nicholas. Didn't Andrew, I think it's going to be Carson against Michael, but didn't Andrew say that he is going to quit Pokemon once and for all? I mean, he was not wrong, because Andrew did not play since Worlds. Like, his last tournament was Worlds. And I'm glad that he's back because he is a very good competitor, and I like when good competitors keep playing instead of quitting. But this is the average VGC player. Oh, I'm going to quit. Ha! You thought I would. I mean, I did the same. I said if Alex tosses the game now, I'm going to quit Pokemon. And he tossed the game. But we don't talk about it. AIM was asked at the start of day 2 not for cut. What exactly was he asked? But yeah, you also need to know, I hope, I think Shiliang lost points, Justin lost points, so we are second! We are second! Second best player in the world! But the problem is, Joe will probably pass me, Carson can pass me, it's so over. Whitey will pass me, no! Exactly, Agno. That was literally what I was saying. True quitters say, I quit. Instead of, after this, I will quit. Like, 100% true. Now, Wolf will not gain any points from this tournament, Connor. Where's William on this? I think he should be on there as well. Top 100? Yeah, he's 40th. I mean, he had such good tournament. You need to know, he was never on stream after going 11-2 Atlanta, 8-4 EOIC, 7-3 Merida, 11-3 San Antonio. I mean, before that, it was like also not terrible. Like, who is William Brown? How does he look like? Like, what? Yeah, Wolf is like Wolf. First, 8th, 9th, 17th, 22nd, 1st, 13th, 1st, 2nd. Oh! Oh! Oh. 19th, 3rd, 13th, 13th, 5th, 1st, 11th. Real Mike. I saw the episode. Anyways. Surely ESM has more achievements than that, but sick picture, by the way. I love it. Who did they show before? Just Michael. Didn't he like top 16 NAIC? Hold on. Why do you not put top 16 NAIC on there? Guys. Okay, he got 17th. My bad, big dog. My bad, big dog. I mean, top 32 in NAIC twice. Whereas 23 didn't happen, by the way. I will... Okay, Connor. Come at me. Fight me. I know a certain someone, I guess, who did the same. Or who did a very similar thing. Well, Mouse King, the cool part about teams like this is nobody will know any calcs. Do you know your White-On calcs? Do you know your Toxapex calcs? Can you talk about usage stats? Were they shown on stream? Or are they updated here? Maybe they are updated. Like, we've got day 2 usage stats, but not top cut yet. Like, in day 2, we've got like a lot of Meridian, a lot of Quirion, but I want to see top cut stats as well. Mike, I went 10-1 in OSDT. I'm probably first seed in OSDT. But yeah, so there's still like one thing I want to show you, because I want to talk about my thought process for my friendly game. Oh my god, stop. No, I have to mute. So for those who didn't know, I will show it to you. Oh no, not the Twitter leak. Oh, 19 messages. There. Anyways, oh! Okay, my bad, Mike, my bad. I gotta catch up on all of that, but, no, they are showing aim. Oh my god! They are actually showing aim, oh my god. That is... Agency! 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 Okay, so... Okay. So we have a triple iron, guys. Dude, this is... For Smogon! Smogon stays winning! This is the best regional ever, yeah. Oh my god. Look at the crowd. Agency. Agency. So, yeah, we've got triple iron with Farigiraf. Interestingly enough, I think it's very weird to see 4 attacks live up iron threads, but here we are. And yo, Cricket Tune line up. That's so sick. 3 Cricket Tune just. Oh my god. And he is up against. This is what I just showed. No, just with Ursaluna instead of Ndidi. So yeah, boring ass team. But you know what's good into this? Iron Threads Ho-Oh! Ho-Oh Gaming! Ho-Oh Miraidon, yes! You need to know, I basically played this team, right? And I played 5 rounds of Swiss plus 3 rounds of cut plus 3 rounds challenge. I played 11 rounds and I played against Miraidon 7 times and I wanted to vomit. I think with Ursaluna it's better because you have a line with like Trick Room, Lunala, and then Ursaluna is very good into Miraidon, Ho-Oh, Iron Threads. But first you have to get the Trick Room up. And you know what I have to get up as well? Something to drink. Because I don't want to dehydrate on stream. Also, I'm still low on sugar, so I have to drink not a Coke, Pepsi. I'm sorry, chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, when I talked about the health issues from my related, I went on to check for myself, and I also have to work on my health. Cam to the left. Oh, yes. Thank you, Aris. You are the GOAT. Cam to the left. Oh my god. What the hell? what was bro doing? Okay. Okay, Iron Bundle Miraidon. What is going on? So we might just see Freeze Drive Volt Switch. Draco is not the play. If you go for Draco and the brute, like, Lewis knows how to play this. I think Lewis knows that his line is to KO, let his Bubonic get KO'd with, oh my god, don't do this. Because if you do this, you lose. Because if Bubonic dies and you get the Trick Room up with Lunala, Ursaluna will just sweep. Volt Switch Freeze Dry. Or Icy Wind. Freeze Dry, okay. Oh my god, don't time out. Does this even KO Bubonic? Tapulele, if he drops a Draco, he loses. Because, yeah, like, if you dropped a Draco here, you would have been stuck with -2 Miraidon on the field. You have to go hands. Well, this is still bad because the Ursaluna's Terra Ghost. Maybe you have to lead with Farigiraf and play Trick Room Mind Games. Okay, yeah. If you you're referring to that. Okay, I understand. Okay, no, I understand. But yeah, now we see Ursaluna switching in, and This position is not amazing. Galgotas, it looks very good for Lewis currently and very bad for Joey. But you wild charge 100%. You don't click the fighting move. You either wild charge Ursa Luna or you wild charge Lunala. You can wild charge Ursa Luna because if Ursa Luna doesn't protect, it clicks Terra Ghost. Don't go for the fighting move. If you go for a fighting move, you are bad. Joey, okay, yeah. No, don't go for the fighting. Did you see the wild charge into the Ursa Luna? I mean, it looks like a crazy play, but that's what I said. He will click Terra Ghost. I said it like 15 turns ago that this is going to happen. But nice wild charge. Nice call out. Oh my god. Imagine he freeze-dried that slot as well. Oh, he... Throwing? If he freeze-dried the Ursa Luna would probably be in burn range. And then he can protect... Oh. I understand that breaking the scale is also... Why did you not anchor the Lunala? Imagine you anchored it into Meteor Beam. Ah. Okay. The problem is, Lewis will probably just click Protect with Ursa Luna and Moonguy's Beam into Iron Hands. And Wild Charge does not KO Lunala. Okay. Interesting. How he just takes the Cricketune and... Wow. I will blame Cricketune on everything. Yeah, protect Moonguy's Beam. Like, both of them are playing like bots. Both of them are... And Moonguy's Beam into hands. Oh, what a surprise. The crit didn't matter. You can go to Iron Bundle now. And you can click Protect. And then you can click... you can click Double Up into Ursa Luna. No, you don't have to double up into Ursa Luna because then afterwards the Trick Room ends. Yeah, 2 turns. So you can click Protect. Then you can freeze dry Sacred Fire the Lunala. And then... Yeah. Yeah. Tagged, double the Lunala wins. Oh my god, no. Joey, don't do this. Don't do this. You have a guaranteed line. You have a guaranteed line, please, Joey. Joey, please. Joey, what are you doing? Oh my god. Why? And it worked. Well, did it really work? Because the problem is... Oh, the Lunala is faster. The Ho-Oh is faster. Well, Lewis also trolled. I think he had to facade the Ho-Oh, but he expected something like Freeze Strike Protect. Why would you target that way? What? Oh no. Okay, never mind. But now, okay, look. The Miraidon is probably max speed. Koraidon. Well, Brave Bird should one-hit KO Koraidon, so you can always click Brave Bird into Koraidon and Electro Drift into Lunala. Or do you Draco the Lunala, so then next turn... The Koraidon has to protect that so that it survives, and then you have -2 Draco to KO Koraidon. Joey should win this, yes. and Brave Bird. Well, he doesn't win, no. If Lewis will always click Protect with Koraidon. So Lewis just clicks Protect with Koraidon, Moongeist Beam into Lunala, and then Koraidon can KO Ho-Oh with Flame Charge, and he's locked into Electro Drift with no electric terrain, because this is the last turn of electric terrain. So Lewis... I'm quitting. I'm literally quitting. I think... I don't want to say that AIM paid this guy, but AIM paid this guy. Predicting Tailwind is fair, though. Well, no, because electric terrain still ends. You mean that Lunala goes for, that Koraidon goes for Protect and the Ho-Oh goes for Tailwind. That was your assumption, right? I guess. Tailwind would have been crazy. I didn't really think about that. Because I actually did the same thing, which is funny. I did the same thing in my VCL game. Sorry also that I have to eat, but otherwise I collapse. Literally, I eat way less than I should. So if I eat on stream, I hope you don't mind that. I will still like be completely focused, and I will not talk while I eat, but I will also not eat while there's something to talk about. What I wanted to say is that I also set up Tailwind in the last turn of Trick Room, or what I also did was setting up Trick Room in the last turn of Tailwind, so yeah. Robbie 0301, are you with one guy that got into World's Finals in 2023 in Seniors? I know, I'm just messing. You're both European, though, Robbie. That counts as the same person. Iron Threads Gaming. Wait, you can go for a Draco knockoff. But then... Iron Threads is faster, I forgot. Well, you cannot go for Draco knockoff. Like... I don't know if I like Bubonic, if I like Iron Threads at all. Iron Threads does not have Protect. What? I guess he was expecting... I think he was expecting a Chi U lead, and he was trying to cover a Chi U lead by leading Iron Threads, because Iron Threads is faster than Chi U, and then you just win the game. But this is awkward. I like you don't want to KO Bubonic immediately, because you just like in the first game, you have to stall out one Trick Room. And the Bubonic is not doing much either. Good play by Joey. Well, Lewis will probably just click Meteor Beam Rage Powder now, so he can Rage Powder the Wild Charge. But the cool part is, if you go for another Dazzling Gleam, the Lunala drops in range for Wild Charge, and the Lunala has no defensive terror. Yeah, you're both... True. You're both from the Netherlands. Oh, do we see Ursaluna switching in here? Okay. Taking with Dazzling Gleam is not great. Because now your Ursaluna is also in range for Iron Hands. With a single target. I think Joey is still in a pretty good position. No, I already ate my sandwiches. It's over for me. Okay, what do we have here? Lunala. Do we think Lunala dies to a Wild Charge? I mean, it's Electric Terrain boosted, it's Quark Drive boosted, but not Lunala, right? Yeah, Terra Water makes sense to survive another turn, because Headlong Rush would KO, Facade does not. But does Miraidon die to a Meteor Beam? What do you think, chat? Does Miraidon die to a Meteor Beam at this point? Or he wants to Wild Charge with Ursaluna again? I can see that. That is not a bad play if Meteor Beam does not KO. And even if it KOs, he cannot Meteor Beam Ho-Oh anymore, and he can maybe scout the Terra on the Ursaluna. No Terra, but White Guard. Imagine he just Drain Punched. Oh my... It's still winnable. It's easily winnable. He literally wins if he gets this call right now. Because you have to click Terra Grass to survive the Meteor Beam, but you can damage the Lunala. He has a guaranteed win if he calls this turn white. You go Terra Grass with Ho, and you have to click either Wild Charge or Drain Punch. What do you click, chat? Remember, Joey will look into the chat and then he will get accused of cheating. So don't write the correct thing. Only wrong answers allowed. I click Fake Out into Ho-Oh. Low kick yourself. Oh, low kick is better, I think, yeah. Low kicking your Ho-Oh is actually stronger, yeah. It's literally a 50-50. And then it's maybe a speed tie as well. I don't like the Terra. You have to Terra Ho-Oh. You have to... Ah, my heart! Oh my god, he got it right with Wild Charge, and he wanted to click Terra Sacred Fire. He had the game! He had the game! No, Joey! Oh, he lost the speed tie as well. If he Terra'd, it would have ended in a 50-50 because there was one turn of Trick Room left, and then he KOs the Lunala with Wild Charge, and then the Koraidon. If it doesn't protect you, Brave Bird, you win. If you Tailwind and he protects, you win, you know? He dodges. Dodge. Wait. There's no way Ho-Oh survives 2 close combat, right? From Life Orb. He just had to win the speed tie. If he won the speed tie, he had a 100% win, because then he white charges Lunala and Brave Birds Koraidon. Lunala has no protect. Lunala dies. Even if Koraidon protects, then you have a 2v1 and Ho-Oh is full life. So, do you survive 2 close combats with Ho-Oh? No, don't. No. Is this the better line? To go for a quadruple protect? Well, Mike, Meteor Beam into Moongeist Beam KOs Ho-Oh after the recoil. Maybe he doesn't click Meteor Beam. Maybe he just clicks Moongeist Beam. I don't know. Yeah, he can miss Meat Beam. Okay. We don't know if that is a game 3. Okay. Bless! Bless! Agency power! Agency, please! Ah. Nah, no shot. You can also go for a quadruple put. Is it I start wondering. I know that triple protect is possible, but is a quadruple protect possible? It is 100%. Quadruple wouldn't even be enough. He is still above 20%, so he needs a quintuple. He needs a quintuple protect. Is it quintuple? I think it's quintuple. He needs 3 more. Yeah, he needs 3 more. Quintuple protect. They have fun on stream, which is cool, but... Aww. It is not a roll, Mike. It's not a roll. Secret key, you might be onto something. But I was wondering... Like, 74 HP, we can do some calcs, right? We saw that, like, the Meteor Beam did, like, 75. So, it's like, let's say it's this, and you have, like, I don't know, 140 SPDEF. Maybe it's something like this, and then the +1 Moongeist Beam. It's never a roll, guys. He was at 74 or something. It is never a roll. But I was wondering, does Koraidon always... yeah, probably, right? I wanted to say wahrscheinlich, which is German for probably. Surely you have a little bit of defense investment on your Ho-Oh. If he just clicked Sacred Fire into Lunala and said, okay, I'm going to survive 2 close combats, he would have won. This was wrong targeting. The Ho-Oh I played in my friendly was this. This was the Ho-Oh I played in my friendly, not friendly, in my tournament game. This was my Ho-Oh spread. Why did he not go for the Sacred Fire into Lunala? We saw out of his perspective that he had 207 HP on his Ho-Oh, but we don't know how much death. But it had better odds. Oh. Okay, we are in game 3 and we see Miraidon bundle again. Oh, wait a second. Did he vote switch red slot? Oh, no. Freeze, quit, freeze, quit, freeze, quit, freeze, quit, freeze. Oh! Whoa! Agency! 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 And now you go hands? Oh my god. Wait, you can always wild charge with Lunala and freeze strike. Wild charge chaos with Lunala. Agency! Agency! I stopped! No! Agency! Okay. Lewis play. Do you read into that? Lewis could go for... No, don't switch. Don't switch. I swear to God. Lewis could switch Lunala into Bonnet and go for Protect. But even that would be fine because then next time... You just play it safe, okay? Yeah. Yes. How does he do that? How does he do that? Please tell me why Judge KO's Lunala. It does, right? $1,000 it does. Okay. Yes! Yes! Don't fumble this, my man! The crowd's going crazy right now! And now you just click Drain Punch into Bonnet. You don't play like this weird mind game against Ursaluna. And you just freeze drive Ursaluna. The only way he can remove Bundle is by double tapping it. And if he double taps it, you can also go for Ultimate, yes. But if you miss, if he double taps it, your Iron Hands is still full life. And then you can go into Ho-Oh. Like, this looks so good. What is this track? It's Neo City. Which game is that? Pokken? Have you played Pokken before? Do you even hear the music? Nobody complained that it's too quiet or anything, so I hope you can. Hell no! Let's go! Drain Punch? Oh my god, that did a ton. Iron Bundle, don't be a fraud. Don't be a fraud. Oh! Oh! That's it. Yeah, if he didn't win the speed... Actually, Tower Cat, since he clicked Rage Powder Facade, even if he doesn't win the speed tie, I think he still wins the game. Because then he goes into Ho-Oh, and then he can just click Protect. Yes, Lewis can like switch into Koraidon, but at that point it was over. Yes, as I said, Facade would have KO'd the hands, but there's no way Lewis can beat the other three, so... Yeah. Low kick Protect. Agency! Agency! Nah, stop thinking, no, who's commentating? This is over! You should say agency, agency! Also, GG's to Lewis. Lewis played that very well. He knew what his line was. His line was always Lunala, Bonnet, Ursaluna, Koraidon. Seeing this from game 1 is not easy to do, so huge props to Lewis for playing a really good game. His game plan made sense, and here doubling the bundle is his only way out, hoping that maybe the hand switches to preserve fake out when the bundle attacks, but I respect the grind. I said from the start that Lunala Koraidon has a bad matchup into this, and like it was not terrible because you have Ursaluna. Imagine you have Indeedee instead of Ursaluna. Yes, you can shut down terrain, but you have no damage, and that's why I want to congratulate the agency. Top 16.
Joey jumping into top 16 here in Milwaukee. With all that singles experience, it's not surprising at all to see him translate that so well into doubles. We've seen plenty
VGC arc confirmed. VGC arc confirmed. But I heard like he was playing VGC like 8 years ago or something. Does somebody has intel on that? Because 8 years ago I wasn't watching any Pokemon content. But 2016. What was 2016? Wasn't like his friend was also a caster or something? Maybe you can. Wait. Did you hear that? Chat!
Justin Tang is one of those players. Michael Kelch is also another.
It's so funny that I unmute the stream the second I get mentioned.
Competitive experience.
Predicted.
And then tries out their first VGC event and does that well. Yeah, that's the formula, I guess.
It's awesome to see, and with so much competitive experience, I'm sure that Joey's thrilled to make it this far in the tournament. You can also kind of see there in his face, he's very happy to have won that match.
Actually real Argus. Actually real. I want to see the winner's interview. Oh, I'm sweating. But yeah, let's take a look at the other matches.
4 more matches to make it to that championship, and I think he's
James and Wolf are still playing. Wow. Jonathan Quinones beat Giovanni Kischke. Colin beat Andrew Zhang. It's another top cut for William Brown, and we are not able to see him. No! White on! No! White on these nuts! No!
Because it has a fantastic
Davai as well. Like, all the cool teams are eliminated. Dash won, okay. And Andrew Ding won, okay.
the Ho-Oh that's going to be putting in a lot of
I did, Lele. It's like, white on these nuts. Ha! Got him. Not funny, I know.
the Trick Room was pretty easy to guarantee set up with Lou there. Without the Iron Hands, I think Trick Room goes up
Also,
and kind of wins.
I love these casters. Like, Major Bowman,
Main focus here.
handshake.
Pokemon, right?
Necra, handshake. And also, here, Rosemary, handshake. Like,
what Miraidon did is
handshake.
thought it would do very well. Set up electric terrain and let those Quark Drive boosts
Exactly.
really do their thing. But major credit to Lou Milich. I feel like this is just
who is the other pair, Aris?
tournaments back-to-back
The person who does all of Aim's Funtness is a caster. So oh, okay, I see. Aaron is also casting. Why did Aaron not cast Agency? We will get another chance in finals. Top 4, top 8, I don't know.
with a record like that.
Surely at this point,
My Bowen is funny. He's a funny guy. He obviously isn't like that. He sees some lines, but that's why he's usually paired with an analyst. Did you know, like, okay, did you know that the casters are always structured like you get one analyst and one caster, like the one caster or like the one narrator, I guess you can say, just says what is happening on screen and what is going on, and the other one between the turns just analyzes all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. One play by play and the other one like more of looking at the stuff overall. You mean Gabby? Close. Aaron would have been so funny because of him beating him in drop. It's actually real, yeah. Sierra Dawn. I meant her, yeah. Yeah, I saw that interview. We can also react to it again, but it was pretty sick. Can you explain the agency thing? First of all, good evening, Michi. So, there is a player currently playing the regional, and it's his. I don't know if it's his first regional or his first regional in 9 years. As I said, someone please explain that to me. But he is very known. Have you heard, Michi? Have you heard Poke Aim before? That's him, and he's currently in the top 16, and he's known for as a singles legend and everything. And if he gets his words in right now, it would be so crazy. Justin was a random battles player, just like I was. I played against him 1,000 times on ladder.
I mean, to be fair, if their DS turned off and that was your win condition, that'd be quite the game for sure.
Hey, it's been mine in the past, so I understand.
So, I mean, you made it to top cut.
I also talked with Marcus about it. Like, I knew it before they explained it, and there's like some more depth behind it.
Yesterday was crazy. I didn't think anything would happen. Today I do want to win. That's what I'm here for.
So, does that mean you're feeling
this
a
is
little
like,
more
okay,
pressure? Are you
wait.
feeling a little bit more motivation, excitement? Like, what's the emotional switch?
This is literally the loudest I can do.
I just want to have fun. I'll be honest, that last game was so fire. And there were 50-50s the whole time. And I hope that every game I have is like that, win or lose. I do want to have a good time. But like I said, I'm going for the top. There's a lot of good matchups coming up too. I hope they all knock each other out. And yeah, nothing really changed, I would say. It's just now I'm really feeling it.
All right. So tell me about your matches to get here
The
to this
cricket
point today.
dudes.
How did they go?
So I had some pretty solid matches. You're talking about Swiss today, right?
Yeah, Swiss today.
I had some pretty solid matchups. My last game itself was versus Keanu.
Okay.
And
He had a win in
player,
against
very
Keanu.
good,
Wow.
Nice guy as well. Like he deals with my yapping. I talk the entire game. I'll be on when we play. So he deals with it. He was really nice answering my questions even during pivotal turns, which I guess was on my fault. But I had a really good matchup into Calyrex Shadow Rider Zamazenta. I felt anyway. And it kind of just played really well because he has to get turns right, and on top of that, he has to win speed ties between Chiampao and Maridon.
Oh,
well, like,
speed
I
ties.
beat it with like Iron Hands.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my first game, so our Uber driver pulled up and left us 3 blocks away, and I had 3 minutes to get here.
Hi, Snomny. Unfortunately, it's maxed out. Let me check.
I ran up to get here, and luckily my opponent was such a kind person. They waited for me. I was like, it's been a minute since I ran. I don't run no track no more. It's been a minute since I did some cardio like that. But they were so
Oh, wait.
had some phenomenal games into them as well. My round 2 opponent was a very great person as well. Had a mirror.
Is this better now?
Yeah, I'm so hyped to be here. I've never ever won on a VGC stream, whether it be a PC,
Louder,
late season
okay.
showdown, and I don't think I've ever been on a stream in the region. I bubbled out the last region I went to 9 years ago.
Is
So
this better now?
It's just a great time.
I'm so glad to hear that you're having a great time. And I want to ask, going into this matchup in particular, you know, turn 0, game 1, what was your game plan? What was your strategy?
Very loud. Okay.
Basically, I
Perfect.
wanted
I
to
will-
punish if my opponent didn't go for Rage Powder. So,
Okay.
but I figured they would. So I was like, okay, let me just double attack bottom, get rid of it. Iron Bundles focus Sash this game. Like, obviously, it's the
Okay, I
fastest
figured it out.
Pokemon out of every single person.
Oh, yeah.
Every single, except for like Choice Scarf, Chi-Yu with no Terrain up.
Yep.
So its Sash was like pivotal in winning this game, in my opinion. So I wanted to get rid of Blue Bonnet immediately.
Yep.
That way I could bring in Iron Hands because there's
it
a speed
good
tie
now?
between Ursaluna plus Iron Hands, and obviously there's also the mental game where they can tear a Ghost versus stay regular. I was very lucky throughout the entire set to get all those calls right. Those were all 50-50s. That was all luck, but I'm happy it worked out. Obviously, and I
Winning all
love game 2 as
50-50s.
well,
Nice.
where I got the call right with the Terra Grass. So I lived the
Yeah,
Meteor Beam.
yeah.
But my win con was still my opponent missing Meteor Beam or getting 6 protects in a row. I would have been okay with either, but I would have felt worse about the first. I think the second would have been VGC history.
Yeah, it would have been history for sure, and definitely a lot of luck on your side, and maybe a couple of Chaldean sandwiches for the whole afterwards.
sure.
So I do want to ask you one more question before I let you go prepare for your next match.
course.
Looking back on this weekend so far, what has been the highlight for you?
Oh, meeting everybody. That's
Really?
It's insane. I'm walking around and people will stop me, Joey. I do think going on stage and people saying Joey, and like the first. So the Pokemon hadn't even happened on our screen, but everybody was like, woo! And I was like, what happened? Nothing. And then I knocked out the Pokemon, and I was like, oh, cool. That was a lot of fun. It has been such a great time to be here. I'm so happy to have come here, even if my subscribers did force me to come. It ended up being a great thing, and I'm doing way better than I thought I would. 0-8 turning into top cut is ridiculously wild. And I'm very grateful to all my friends, my friend Daniel, Auntie, my friend Tony, Roses, as well as Blunder, and just like everybody all around. And my wife, of course. Have to shout out my wife. Could not do this without her. She's back at home, missing me. And I'll be so happy to get there, but I'm so happy to be here. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
Blunder
Thank you so much, Joey. I'm glad that your subs forced you to be here and that it's turned out to work out all right, let's say.
Yeah, it's working well. Thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Best of luck in top.
Okay, chat, I understood.
Take a quick break while we get ready for
Okay,
our next
Wolf
match.
lost.
Please stay tuned.
I got it now. I understand. Okay, chat, it's fine. Wolf lost, Wolf out, Wolf lost. Wolf lost. No Wolf versus aim anymore. Wolf lost. Okay. Okay, let's see. Did Wolf win? Oh, Wolf lost! Wow. Okay, so what are our top 16 matchups? We've got Luca Pass against James Evans. That's going to be a good one. John Quinones against Colin Haya. Nice. Karl Kopczynski against AIM. Agency. Dylan Kleinwen against Wiley. Zachary Wheat against Carson Comfer. Alex Underhill against Paul Chua, big one. Joey X9 against Dash, and Andrew Ding against Adi. What's your guess? Who's going to be on stream? I can very well see Joe versus Dash, because Joe started 8-0, wasn't on stream yet. They could do Zach Wheat against Carson, because they just said highlighted Carson, but they didn't put him on stream yet. And Zach has Iron Valiant, so he has a somewhat interesting team. They can put Dylan Kleinman against Wiley on stream. But that's pretty much it, right? Like, if you don't want to have any repeats. I guess they could put Luca because he went undefeated, and you always want to highlight the undefeated, but James was on stream yesterday, so... I want to see Joe on stream too. I want to see Joe on stream to just see how he spams T-Wave with Grimsnarl and Praise. That's how Joe plays. Like, did you realize that Joe always goes for these ass strategies? Like, they are not ass, and he's not a bad player. But the way he relies on T-Wave, Grimsnarl, and Sleep Powder Jump Love is making me vomit. Or Sleep Powder Venusaur in 2022. Like, he is only playing that kind of stuff, and I want to... seeing players being so successful with this is not great. Yeah, like, Evans was on stream yesterday in the first round, but not today. The only stream match we had today was, like, Alex Underhill against Daniel Yu. And obviously now the Top Cup match. I know, Techbuster. I know. And that's why he should be on stream, so that we can just yell at him and see how unlucky he gets, and then everybody can say, oh, no, Joe, you got so unlucky.